Hello, everybody. My name is Jessie Tarian. I'm an independent demonstrator with the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things papercraft. Hello, welcome. If you are joining me from YouTube, I'm so happy you found me. Do all the YouTubey things if you have a good time. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'm very lonely over there, and if you leave me a comment, I'll probably chat with you back. Okay. I'm going to give it just a few minutes. Hi, Pam. Welcome in. Happy Friday. How you doing? Um, Let me show you the card. So this is a triple layer card. So it's still an A2, right? When you do the first layer, you got the cuteness hiding in there. But then you have a second layer for your sentiment. So you don't have to put it on the back. How great is that? And I made the paper from the set work for me, and I cut it so that, it's like the picture, but it worked double time, which I thought was pretty cute. Now, I like this when I did it. It was super easy, and we're definitely going to redo it in some Christmas. Hey, Karen, how you doing? Hi, Cheryl. Welcome in. Happy Friday. So what is up? What is popping? What is happening this weekend? Have you guys been following the mystery game? Tomorrow is the big reveal. We'll finally find out who stole the kids' candy. I'm not playing because I know the answer, but I've been having a lot of fun. Very interesting, your choices. So, thank you. I thought it was pretty cute, super easy. And I was gonna do one that was kind of open like this, and I had a whole different plan for my day. But I went to just look at the picture to make sure I was gonna do it right. Like I had it in my head what I wanted to do. And I saw this one wasn't exact. I don't know what the woman did, but just this fun fold. And I was like, no, I think I'm switching it. I like that. So that's what we're doing today. I'm wearing my Ouija sweatshirt and my planchette necklace, which I've been forbidden by my husband to wear together. Oops. I like to walk around and do this. And he just screams and it's like, you're going to summon something. Stop. And I'm like, well, that'll be fun. You know, you got to keep life interesting. You know what I'm saying? We've been married too damn long. We got to spice it up. I know, I'm crazy. What are we going to do? Hi, Mom. Welcome in. So, what do I have? Oh, you're supposed to have heavy rain tomorrow, Cheryl. I love that. I mean, I know you probably don't, but that is my jam. We live in the desert. We don't get enough moisture. You know what I'm saying? Ah. Okay, so my little announcements. For those that are interested in the retreat, stuff's happening. I know you're always looking for updates. And this is a major one. So I sent the email out to my contact and I told her, we've chosen your casino. We're really interested. Go ahead and start working on the contracts and, what information more does she need from me and all that good stuff. So it is happening. I probably won't sign the contract until next month and then I'll have all the details. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group page and that'll be like our main hub for information. And obviously I'll be advertising on the main page and stuff like that. But when you tell me like, Jessie, I'm in, or I'm seriously interested, I'm gonna add you to that group. And then you'll have all the information and all the pricing and all the breakdown. And I'm even gonna offer a payment plan program. So if you're like, oh, that's a big sticker shock kind of a moment, you can make installment payments and then it's not so much. You know what I mean? Like, I think it broke down. If we start next month, it breaks down to be like $10 a week. Like that's a Starby run. You know what I'm saying? Like that is doable in my budget. $10 a week? Psh, anyone can do that. So, we'll be talking about it more, but that's what's going on the retreat side. I do have a marker sale going on. If you'd like more information about the Stampin' Blend markers, it's a great deal. Hit me up in the comments and I'll get back to you. What else is going? Oh, and I have a product share going. So next month we will have an online exclusive drop of a few stamps and dies and paper and embellishments and ribbon. So what I do for my product shares is you get a fourth of all the consumables, and this time it's a tiny drop. So it's a tiny price point, which is great. So for my team members, they get a little bit of a discount. For my customers, it's $25 plus shipping, and you get all the brand new products that are coming out in November 4th. So if you're interested in that, again, either go look on my page or leave me a comment. I'll get you all the deets. Okay, so a lot of stuff going on, guys. A lot of stuff. Very exciting. All right, I think hey, Brenda, welcome in. How's everybody doing? Hi, Janet. Okay, all right. I think we are ready to rock. I am going to flip down to the mat and we're going to get started. Here we go. All right. So let's do a close-up first of all. How cute is this? So the main picture, let me lay it down so I'm holding it at a weird angle. It's an A2 card size. So 5.5 by 4.25, just like we always do. It's going to fit in your envelopes. But I'm always doing these cards and then telling you, we'll do a panel on the back. Now we don't have to do that because we can have our little hide flip moment and then pull it a little further, and now you have room to write. I just love this. So cute. And it would work for any set. Any set. So, and we will be working with it again, but today we'll just get the basics of kind of how to do it. And of course, I'm using our Spooky Halloween suite there, or bundle. I don't know if it's technically a suite, but I'm using everything but the ribbon and the cellophane bags. So let me pull this in first. Okay. To get your card base, you're going to pull out the arm of your paper trimmer and you are going to cut your 8.5 by 11 cardstock in half. So at 4.25 by 11, let me hold it this way. So 11 by 4.25. Now save the other half. Don't score everything and then cut it unless you're going to make more than one card, because you're going to need more panels for this card. So what I did was I cut it in half and now I'm going to score this piece. Love that traffic, guys. All right, so we're going to score it at 2.5 and then 3 3/4 and then 6 3/4. So we're going to go all the way like that. And then 4.25. So very easy because they're all quarter measurements, no eighths or sixteenths or anything like that. And of course, this will all be on the pictorial. So this one's done. Let me get this out of the way. And out of that other side of your cardstock, you're going to cut 2 panels of 4.25 by 4. Okay, and Now we have the pieces we need for our card base. So when you do all this, you want to make sure that the bottom of your card base, where you're going to put your little sentiment, is the 2 3/4 panel, because one side is 2 3/4 and the other side is going to be 2 1/2. Okay, but we want the bigger side to be on the bottom, so that's important. So make sure you identify that first. All right, then we're going to fold it toward us on the first score line. Go ahead and really crease these down. Take your time with this step because that just helps your card lay flat, right? Okay. So I have to figure out my brain. Okay. So we had it like this. We did that. Now we're going to fold it back. So we've done mountain. Now we're going to do valley. And same thing. Good creases. Okay. And now we're going to come towards us. So it's mountain, valley, mountain, valley. Okay, and the last one is the valley. Now I changed my color up. This is Gorgeous Grape. On my example, I used Blackberry Bliss. Honestly, I like the darker colors. It's hard for me to see with the bright lights. So going for a little bit lighter, it's still a Halloween vibe. There's still some Gorgeous Grape in those flowers. Well, I think that's more of a berry burst, but somewhere here I saw Gorgeous Grape. I don't know where. It doesn't matter. We're using this. um, it's just easier for my eyeballs. Okay. The next step, let's set that aside, is we're going to work on our panels. But you want to make sure that the 4 1/4 inch side is lengthways and the 4 inch side is up and down. Okay. So wide side this way, short side lengthways. Now I'm going to work on the top one first. And let me show you how I did this. So I cut this out of the paper pack. It was a cut apart. And I just wanted on the top, I wanted one framed. And I had this extra piece when I was designing and I went, oh, hello, that works. So when you're measuring, this is a 4 by 3 3/4. So I had to just trim a little tiny bit extra maybe on the side, but not much. And then I just cut this piece. You know, this is what was left of the picture, and that was going to fit there perfectly. So if you're using this paper pack, that's how you do it. Now, if you're using a different, maybe design paper or whatever you're doing, don't worry, I'm going to have the measurements for you, so you don't have to write anything down now. So we just want to, as best as you can, put that, leave a little frame around it. Okay. Now on this piece, I'm going to grab my white panel. Now you could make it shorter and not waste the paper. but I just like to make things easy for myself, less measurements to remember kind of a thing. So I just cut the white panel the same size as my top. And then I glued that piece on there. And we are going to frame this, but first I want to do some stamping. So we're going to do that. Hi, Terry. How you doing? Happy Friday. All right, so I'm going to grab all the pieces. You are perfect timing, Tammy. How you doing? We're just about to get stamping. How was your week, my friend? All right. So I have the Kirby hair. The sentiment for the bottom, the middle piece, and this top piece, I need an extra piece of card scrap. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is Happy Halloween. And I'm just going to cut that out because we're going to pop it up on the front of our card. Just giving that a minute for the ink to soak in. Yep, I got glue on me. Nothing new in that home front. Now, hopefully this time I don't lose the piece, which I am want to do. So this weekend, I'm not really doing too much, catching up on some cleaning I want to do and cards and getting my mail ready. Monday is mail day. So all my Blender Club besties, get excited because your packages are going to be mailed out. And we are going to be doing Halloween blending before you know it. Yay! Another thing I want to work on is um, the next live card class that we do. I want to do the blender, not blender pens, but I want to do blending brushes techniques class, I guess you would call it. So I'm going to work on that and the examples and what we're all going to do, and then I will post so that you can prep. No, where's the other one? I like this one. Okay. So I got stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's a working weekend for me. But next month, I'm going to Backstage, which is the business. Sorry, I have to wait for Hot Rod McGee to go by. um, is our like business conference for Stampin' Up, and I'm super excited to be able to go. So I will take lots of pictures and things and share what I can. With that, hopefully I get good info that I can pass along. So while I'm doing this, I'm just going to work on this. You know what I'm saying? Put if I was a cartoon character, I think she would be me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was a cartoon teddy bear. There you go, me, little fairy princess me. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's where we're at. Lord. I have so many ideas going through my head of things I want to do, things I need to do. I don't know how one person like has this many ideas and thoughts and whatever and focuses it all. So I think I'm doing pretty good. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, I'm doing okay. You're like, if you say so, crazy, it's fine. It's fine. Let me make sure that's straight. Looked weird. Okay. So my son got his game just to keep you guys updated on the Evan sagas. All is right with the world, only he's been playing and staying up late and he's off his schedule. So he's so grouchy. Like this morning, he woke up later than he likes to, but he had stayed up late. And he was only having milk for breakfast. And I was like, buddy, don't you want, I can make you toast. You want some cereal, like something? And he was like, it's too late. I'm having milk. And I'm like, ooh, grouchy. Okay. Well, you do you then. Grouchy boy. But he was fine once he got going. But woo, I was like, this is why mommy drinks coffee. You know what I'm saying? If you would just drink coffee, Evan, you would be a more pleasant person. Hmm. That is it. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Ooh. Okay. So now we have, I don't know why I'm closing that because I need it. All right, let's put this on. See how simple this card is? It looks complicated, but it is not. So you can impress your friends and family, and they can be like, however did you do that? Be like, I'm just gifted. Okay, here we go. Okay, now when you're putting it together, let's start with the bottom layer. That's probably the easiest. Put a little adhesive. And then I'm going to open this up for a second so I can see. And I'm just going to lay that down like we always do. Okay, now we're going to bring this up. Now we have our middle panel. And you want to line your middle panel up even with the bottom of your card. Okay, let me get it in frame so y'all can see it. Even with the bottom. So what I'm going to do, because we're gluing this part, I'm just going to put some glue on the top half like that. I'm going to put it in there. Now I like liquid glue for this process because it gives me a little wiggle room. I know some of you don't like liquid. I get it, but for me, it just makes it successful. But you do you. Some people don't have my issues. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to do the top. Now this is in reverse. You want the top of this top panel to line up with the top of that card base. Okay. So just to go back over it, you want your middle panel towards the bottom. You want your top panel to the top. And that is going to give you the full picture for the front of the card and that secret panel and the movement and all that. So we're going to again put the glue just up at the top portion again of that panel, like halfway down, like that. We're going to line it up with the top. And I like to use my table to kind of just make sure it's flush and flat and all the good things. Okay, so there you go. Boom. And it lays flat. All right. So now we just have to decorate our top piece. And you could totally do this before you put it all together. We all know I get excited and I jump around. Okay. I do not know what I did with my little pop-ups. So we're just going to glue it down, but you could pop this up if you want it. I want to put it right in the middle. Now, when you do yours, you could decorate it any way you want, obviously. You could use one of the different cut aparts. Like I said, we will be recreating this with Christmas, which will be coming up before we know it. Had to find Tabitha. Okay. So now we're just gonna pop some stars around. Because they are my favorite, guys. Little. On there. I feel like I did more. What did I do? Oh, I put a little bat. You know, go crazy. When I cleaned my area so that you wouldn't know that I'm messy, I moved all that stuff. So here we are. Oh my God. I think just when you watch one of my lives, the cat's out of the bag. You're like, oh yeah, this girl, hot mess express. But you know, I like to pretend I got it together. And don't feel bad if your craft space is crazy and chaotic and you do well in that environment, then that's your jam. Don't feel bad about it, you know? It's just when we put it out to the internet, these people don't know me like you know me. So, you know, I like to seem like I got it together. Okay, so there we go. 2 cards done. So stinking cute. So stinking cute. And this one, I don't know why. It's a little catty-wump. It was my first one, and I was designing. And sometimes when I do that, like maybe I didn't hit it with the bone folder enough. This one's laying so much better, which really shows you when you take the time to crease it down properly, you're going to have a much better experience with your card there. You know, it's going to lay flatter, nicer. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this one, but you know, it's kind of wild and chaotic. So that's what I'm telling you guys. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, let me grab this, move around, pop up. Hello. All right, so anyone have any questions? Do you have anything you would like to share with the group? What's happening? Let's see. You're ready for a vacation? Heck yeah, where are you going? Where are you going, my friend? You know, it is hard not to be grouchy in the morning. You know, I myself am a little ray of sunshine, but not everyone can be like that. You know what I'm saying? No. My mom's like, liar. Don't tell my secrets. Oh, Lord. That's going to be me on retreat. You know, I'm going to come down. My hair's going to be all, and I'm going to be like, sup, let me get some Starbucks in me before we get started. No, pretty much I'm okay. Once I have my coffee, I like perk up, you know? I get that zing and then I'm like, we're ready to go. Okay. Well, other than that, I don't know, guys. I have had a great week. I appreciate you all for sticking with me. And we just have good stuff coming. That's all I can say. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for Christmas and the holidays and things that are coming. And we just got to put good into the universe and see what comes back. Okay? So have a phenomenal weekend and check in tomorrow to find out who took the kids' candy. It's important. I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the comments. Mwah.